What's a good reason to stay alive? Just to be clear, I am not suicidal by any means. I appreciate your concern. The question is to know what things we should be looking forward to in life other than just living. Your dog will wonder why you never came home. Damn, the only reason I survived high school. Jesus Christ. I thought you were joking, but I had a similar scenario. Except instead of a dog, it was my cat. He was a kitten at the time. Because dying is even more pointless than living. You can do tons of shit in life even if your life sucks. If you're dead, your corpse can't really do much of anything besides make your loved ones cry and feed a bunch of worms. Because we are gonna die anyway. Why not do the things that can be done alive and you can do the dead things later? If there is any. Remind me of advice I got relating to having a bad trip. It might be frightening, but just think it's going to end no matter what. Sit back and try to enjoy the show while it lasts. Out of pure spite, for being completely fucked over throughout the years. It's more fun. I never saw a dead person at a party. Weekend at Bernie's. It's kind of weird how I've been contemplating suicide every day for the past like 4 years and I come across this post. Still none of these replies work for me, haha. Not even the one that said you should live because triplets exist? DNO, but really I'm sorry, things are rough. Internet stranger. I feel that. Earlier today, I saw a TikTok of a girl getting her pet duck to shake its butt and I thought, humans are very weird. I'm not mad, but also who asked for this video? Humans can't help but create things. Even in this slow-moving apocalypse. And it's no Renoir, although not completely unlike Picasso. There are millions of humans making their weird ass uncalled for art every day. I don't know if that's enough reason to make it through every day, but I know that if I get to tomorrow, I'm gonna find another duck shaking its butt and I'm gonna like it. 2 other things I think about. 1. TV writing is ridiculously good right now. I watched Cheers recently and maybe I'll get some haters, but that show is not good. No character growth and the dialogue wears on you. I feel very lucky that that shit isn't the paragon of TV comedy anymore. 2. I have 2 more animals I want to see in person, a moose and a panda. I don't have much else on my bucket list. But I've heard moose are unreal gigantic and I want to see them with my own eyes. I feel like pandas are self-explanatory. In China there are some sketchy places where you can pay to hug a panda and it's probably unethical. But given that all our actions in this world are fraught with ethical complications, I'm gonna hug a goddamn panda one day. Also, I will fucking vote in this goddamn election if it kills me. That buys me a few months. I know you've heard all the things. So I shared a couple of mine. I hope you stay in this weird world with weird people. Sometimes ducks shake their butts. It's amazing how unhelpful these responses are. I think people mean well, but none of this means anything to someone suffering to an extreme. I think some people just don't know what it's like to suffer to the point that you question the value of life. Others maybe have a stronger mind and are able to overcome. In the end, some people just can't deal, and your excitement about the zoo or some other trivial entertainment doesn't help. I don't know what can help. Seeing my kids grow up. I've contemplated suicide a few times, but these kids really changed me, and my new purpose in life is to give them a life I never had while growing up. Honestly, for me it's family. Even if I disagree or bicker with them sometimes. I can't imagine how devastated they would be if I was gone. Especially my little brother. Too many people want me dead. I was bullied for a large part of my life. I can't let them win. I will live. Until I die. That's the spirit. Outlive your enemies. Personally, I am too poor to die comfortably. The most effective way of removing yourself from the world gun is expensive and in some places is very difficult to acquire. Not to mention the fact that whoever finds you and has to clean up your body will be traumatized for the rest of their life. Whether they knew you or not. It's just the way the human mind works. All other ways of trying to commit suicide are relatively ineffective. I read once that cutting wrists is only 12% effective. So do you really want to take the chance that you'll have to live the rest of your life with a horrible disability? I guess what I'm saying is death is scary. And so is living. So choose life, because at least life comes with the chance for some joy. This was sometimes the only thing that made me feel like I might as well go on living. I just didn't have the energy, time, or money for effective suicide. I urge anyone here that's suicidal to try to get help, even if it's just by calling a hotline. Just for tonight, there are even some online chat lines for shy people like me. I have BPD. I'm an orphan, and I was abused a lot as a kid. I was literally one of those foster kids everyone always heard about that's 100x more likely to drop out of school and become an addict than other people. Now I'm in a healthy relationship that's lasted 8.5 years. I have 2 cute dogs and just got a 1-year diploma from a college to become a graphic artist. I still struggle with some stuff, but I now have hope for the future. And I can see just how much things can change and become better, instead of always being shitty. Not to mention how many good things there are in life. Somewhere every minute, someone is being proposed to by the love of their life. A dog at a pound is being adopted by the person who will love them for the rest of their life. A child is being adopted into a loving family. Someone is eating the best meal of their life. Someone just had the best orgasm out there. Someone just figured out their life's goal and are enrolling in college to live out their dream. Someone is getting their first ever apartment after leaving an abusive spouse. I see this story a lot on r Anator room porn. A child is meeting a friend that will become their best friend. An artist is selling their first work. A photographer is getting the perfect shot, even though it seems nanny-pamby. From a statistical perspective, there's no denying the good things in life. My biggest tip if you want to feel good is to read lots of books and volunteer as much as possible. Help people. Compassion is one of the easiest ways to gain self-confidence and dopamine. None in my opinion, but I would say helping people who are suffering daily, like the poor and the ones that are starving, or just anybody in so much pain. Shift happens in life op. It's not always spectacular shit, or even good shit, but living life always leaves the chance that some great shit that has been coming your way finally finds you. Live life, man. Hope you find your path and some happiness. You only get to live once. At least see how everything turns out. It's like a movie and you're the main character. You wouldn't want to get up and leave just before a good part. Right? Banoffee pie. I'm American and I've been in love with this wonderful British dessert for over 20 years. I've never been to UK but always wanted to, and having a proper banoffee pie is on my top 5 things to do there. This has to happen and I need to stay alive to do that. Because eventually you'll die anyways. So you might as well let it ride. No matter how rough things are. It's ultimately temporary. And at least if you just keep slogging forwards, you might get some cake or whatever. I actually don't know if there is a good reason to stay alive. I just think, tomorrow is a new day. Something new and interesting can happen, and I just stick with it and live.
I hope you did.
The odds of you emerging from the soup of non-existence into the being which you inhabit are astronomically slim to none. Yet you are here for now. Even a shitty life is more compelling and interesting than billions of years of silence. In the grand scheme of things, it won't last that long anyway, so try to make it as interesting as possible.